Hey, so this is something I wanted to do for a very long time and just never did, so I decided, fuck it, let's make this year the year. For the last about 5 years, I think, I try to watch at least one horror movie a day, every day in the month of October, in a celebration of Halloween, my favorite time of the year. I'm just one of those kids who never really grew out of that, and how could you? It's really fun. So instead of just doing a horror movie a day, though, I decided to double dip a little bit, and I'm going to do a Godzilla movie a day as well. That's a movie franchise I've seen a fair few of, but not that many. But I don't know, I feel like doing that in a marathon would be fun, but I don't want to just dedicate an entire month to just Godzilla. So why not double down when I'm going back to school? That's highly intelligent, and all I do is make highly intelligent decisions. So, yeah, let's see if I can stick to it. So, every day I'm going to try and record a quick little first impressions kind of video about whatever movie I watch. There's no real theme or anything, just horror, and it could be any quality. I try to watch mostly horror movies I haven't seen, but I might end up rewatching something that I've seen before. But try to avoid that as much as possible. So, let's see how it goes. Should have planned this out a little bit better. Okay, so first up, I have The Last Winter, which is a movie I hadn't really heard of, but it stars Ron Perlman. I should have looked up the director. Oh, does it say it on the poster? No, it just says The Last Winter. Oh well. So Last Winter is like a eco horror movie about a bunch of assholes trying to drill oil, and they basically all just slowly go insane because something weird is going on. It turns out to be ghostly moosemen, uh, which is kind of reductionist, but I don't know. It feels like it had a bunch of great ideas. I agree with most of it. Most of the characters are really good, but some of the character moments are kind of lacking, and um, I don't know. It feels like they either ran out of budget or maybe even ideas. The very last shot feels like they couldn't afford to pan up because one of the characters is just implied to be in an ecological disaster, but they don't show it. She's just standing in a puddle, and I'm like, I don't know. I live in the Pacific Northwest. That's a very pretty standard situation to find yourself in, truth be told. So it doesn't really look that horrifying, but the idea behind it's really good. And also, like I said, there's ghostly moosemen, and those are at one point kind of implied to be Wendigo, but I'm not sure if they actually are. And some of the characters go insane in more interesting ways than others, and a few of them are just written out. I don't know. I don't think this movie's great. I think it had a lot of great ideas. I think the execution holds it back in a few ways, and I think it's worth watching. The whole movie felt very tense, and I like that part of it, but could use a little bit more. It's missing a little bit of that extra za. um, the next movie was the American version of Godzilla called Godzilla King of the Monsters, and this is a butchery. It should be considered a crime against humanity. Gojira is an excellent little movie about the horrors of atomic bombs and the fallout thereof. And this is just taking that and making it about just putting a white dude at the center of it for no reason. Um, I just, from the very get go, from like the first few minutes, it's about Tokyo has been destroyed, and I missed my flight to Cairo. God damn it. Not a good look. I didn't really like that, and then it only gets worse from there. He suddenly, that white guy is the reason a lot of the characters do a lot of the things they do. I'm not sure, I think it's the first time you see Godzilla in the movie. He pokes his head over a hill, and all the Japanese people are running away in terror, but our white guy manages to just stand there stoically looking on, in horror, but like still, he's just, whereas everyone else is running off. And yeah, I don't know. It kind of sucked. They took a really, really good movie and they just made it kind of suck, and that's a little disappointing. So just watch Gojira. It's actually really good. It holds up really, really well, I think, and it deserves to be seen by more people. But Godzilla King of the Monsters, not a good movie. So yeah, that was my day one of this very spooky month, and I hope all of you are doing some fun things, whether it's watching movies or maybe even trick-or-treating or taking your kids trick-or-treating or whatever that is. Going to a Halloween party, dressing up, doing something spooky and fun. Yeah, so I think that'll do it. Stay safe out there, everyone.